Hello, everybody. Today we're going to talk about embedding in Golang. Why? Because we're trying to prepare for our eventual coding interviews. And often the coding interviews for DevOps and SRE jobs are actually programming language interviews, is what it comes down to. So we're continuing our journey towards that goal. So today's topic, we're going to be embedding in Golang. Before I start, please subscribe to my channel. When I see my subscribers number go up, that means that somebody's getting some help out of these videos, and that motivates me even more to do more videos. All right, let's get started. So first of all, what is embedding? So in Golang, if you, let's say you have a struct, right? Hopefully by now you already know what a struct is, right? It might have just two fields, right? Let's say a name and an age or whatever, it doesn't really matter, right? And now, okay, that was awful. Age. Now, what if we want to make, so this is struct A, right? What if I want to do a struct B? Struct B that has all of this and something else. So we can say, hey, it's going to be whatever struct A had plus something else. Let's say, oh, I don't know, address or phone number, right? So we don't have to rewrite the whole thing. We can use our first struct to construct our second struct, and all the methods and everything else will go with it. So that's the idea is. So let's see this in coding. So first, let's define a struct called chess player, like we've been doing in my other codes. So type, let's say chess player, and it only has. So first of all, it's a struct, and it only has a name, which is a string, and it has this person has a rating, which is an integer. That's all good. But now, what if we want to do a second struct called grandmasters? Grandmaster, let's say, grandmaster, who's already a chess player. So you do that, but he or she has one extra thing. They have something called GM year. That's the year they became a grandmaster, and that's also an int, right? So now we have a struct that's using another struct. Now let's see that in action. So this struct, chess player, is embedded in the new struct called grandmaster. Okay, now we're going to do what's called instantiation. Means that we're going to actually have an instance of this type. So some, a actual data that is using this type. So we're going to say John Doe is a grandmaster, right? Now, what are his or her values, or his values, right? First of all, it's going to be chess master or chess player, and this I had to learn this syntax. It was really not intuitive. You have to put it the second time, and then you put in the name. In our case, it's going to be John Doe. Okay, and then he has to have a rating, and because he's a grandmaster, it's going to be pretty high. So let's just say 2,500. Okay. Now we have the chess player part of John Doe. We still need to give him a GM year value because he's a grandmaster. So he has to. We need to know when he became a grandmaster. Let's just say he became a grandmaster in 1999. All right. Okay. No complaints about syntax except for John Doe not being used, which is fantastic. So it looks like I was able to remember how to define these things. Okay, this is not a string, it's an integer, so he doesn't like that. Okay, let's save that. Now that we have John Doe defined as a grandmaster, which has an embedded type called chess player, we can print the whole thing. John Doe, save that, and we can run the program. Okay, I'm going to run by hand. Go run main.go. So that is all of the data about John Doe. What if we wanted to print only the chess player part? We save that. If we run it, you will see that it's missing the 1999, which was the GM year. And now it's complaining that, hey, you're not using this. So what if we wanted to now print? Why work so hard? I will copy and paste that. And what if we just wanted to print the name part and only the GM year part? Save that, run the program, and you will see the first thing we printed was the chess player part. So that's that. It's missing the GM year. Then we said only print the name, so it printed the name. And then we only print the GM year, and it did. So the idea again is this grandmaster type has embedded in it chess players, inherits all of this. So even though Golang is an object-oriented language, it doesn't explicitly implement inheritance. This is kind of how you do it, although it's not exactly the same thing, but you get the idea. I hope this video was useful to you, and I will see you in the next one.